Hi, Emma.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. How have things been going?
Things have been going a lot better since last time we met. I have been attending class regularly, and actually, like about 2-3 weeks ago, I moved in with my dad.
Oh wow, that's great news. I'm very happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's a little bit of an adjustment, and things have been a little bumpy in the road, but I think it's for the best. So.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about how you've liked living with your dad?
Well, when I told him that I wanted to move in with him, he took me to the store, and we got all this like furniture for my room, so that was really great.
It's fun.
Yeah, it was fun. And it was just like time for us to kind of like bond and stuff like that, so that was cool. So that part has been going really well, and it's just really nice to know that like I have a place to go home to, you know. So that's been nice. The only thing that is kind of iffy is I kind of fight with my stepmom like regularly, and then their baby cries all night, so I never get a full night's sleep. And I mean, I don't know, that's just me being stubborn, but like I'm 16 years old, I kind of would like to sleep through the night. So I feel like that's really the only problems that we've been having.
Okay. Why don't you tell me a little bit more about the rough patches you've had with your stepmom?
We've just like, I don't know, we just fight over stupid stuff, like the baby crying, we'll fight about that, and I know there's something we can do about that, like he cries, he's a baby, it happens. But, I don't know, it'll just be stupid fights like that, or like, I don't like what she makes for dinner or something, like just, I don't know, nothing really that's super big, but just stuff that I complain about, I guess, so it's more me than her, really. She's nice to me, it's just.
So do you feel like your stepmom is someone that you can like count on, someone that like has your back through everything, and like one of your supporters, or?
You know, I don't really know. I don't really view her as like a supporter, but she's not like, she's not mean to me or anything like that. So I mean, she's just kind of there to me, like, I don't know. I don't really have a relationship with her yet. I'm sure I'll make one since I'm living there, but I don't really have like a connection with her yet, I guess. And I'm still kind of like hurt about the whole situation with my dad, like having a new wife and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that's understandable. That's a rough thing to go through.
yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being you would like it a lot and 1 being not at all, how much, like, where would you rate how much you want to work on your relationship with your stepmom?
I would really like to, probably like an 8. I mean,
Okay.
I'm living with her, so I feel like we need to establish some sort of like beneficial relationship. You know, she's not my favorite person in the world, but clearly her and my dad love each other, so I should try to, you know, be a part of the family, I guess. It's just still kind of weird to me.
Right. So would you be interested in possibly bringing your stepmom in for one of our meetings, and we can talk with her and get to know her a little bit better?
Yeah, I think that would be good. I don't know if she'd be able to do it. I mean, she does work and then she has the baby, so it might be kind of hard to find a time for both of us to do it, but I mean, I'd be willing to give it a try for sure.
Okay. Now, would you prefer me to contact her, or would you want to do that yourself?
I can do it. I mean, I live with her, so I think I should have those conversations with her. I think it would be kind of awkward if you like called her while I'm like sitting in the room, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I think I can do it, and then if she says no, then could I like call you?
Yeah.
And then maybe you could tell her?
Yeah. You can call me with either response that you get from her,
Okay.
and we can talk it out and see what to go from there, or what to do from there.
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
try to do that this week then, and then either at our next meeting or maybe the one after that she could come or something.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about the relationship with your dad? Has it grown a lot since you moved in with him?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we talk all the time because we're living together, so that's nice. You know, it wasn't like how it was before where like he would call me, I wouldn't answer, I would call him, he wouldn't answer, sort of thing. We're still not super, super close, but definitely 100 times better than where we were. So, yeah, I mean, it's getting somewhere, I guess.
Let me recap what we've talked about in the past couple minutes that we've been meeting. So you moved in with your dad about 3 weeks ago, correct? Okay. And your relationship with him has grown significantly since you moved in.
Yeah.
You're on speaking terms. It's more of like an actual father figure type thing, not like an acquaintance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You get along with your stepmom for the most part, except for little things like maybe you don't like what you made for dinner that night or whatever, like the problems with the baby.
Right.
And the baby's a whole new subject too because you don't get the sleep that you need at night.
Yeah.
Which is very important because you are a teenager and teenagers crave sleep all the time.
Right.
So.
Yeah. It's just kind of difficult because like I'm trying to get back in the swing of going to class all the time, and I've been doing really well at it, but like when I don't sleep at night and I wake up in the morning, all I want to do is go right back to bed. So I mean, it's just kind of hard to like stay motivated and get myself out of bed to go to class. But I mean, then again, I have to think about it that I have a roof over my head. So
That's correct. I'm glad you're thinking about the positives.
yeah.
Trying to outweigh the negatives. It's very good.
Yeah.
So have you like brought up the problem with the baby crying to like your dad or your stepmom before, or?
Not directly. I just kind of complain about it. Like I'll like say like a comment when I wake up, like, oh, didn't get much sleep last night, or like.
Do they acknowledge your comments at all?
I mean, like, yes, but there's nothing they can do about it. Like, he's a baby, you know. We all were like that at some point, I guess. So there's nothing that either of them can really do about it. So I don't know. They sometimes just like kind of laugh it off, or like say like, oh yeah, me neither. Like that's life. So I don't know. It's true though, I guess.
Do you kind of have any resentment towards the baby at all? Do you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like, before, that's why I didn't want to live with my dad. Like, I didn't want to intrude on him and his new family, but, I don't know, recently I've been trying to, like, get myself turned around, and having a place to live is one way to do that, and I just feel like, in the long run, it'll be good. Like, but, I mean, yeah, I still don't really, like the fact that he got remarried and stuff like that, but.
Are you regretting the fact that you moved in with your dad at all, or are you still pretty happy with that decision?
No, I'm still happy with it. I'm glad I have like a steady place to live. So.
Yeah. I'm glad you're realizing you keep realizing the positives in this everything, and I'm glad you're staying positive through it all.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I mean, even with school and stuff like that too, I've been like, you know, I've been attending class, and like, I can even see that my teachers notice that I'm there. So like I mean, that makes me feel good that they realize that I'm there. So yeah, just trying to get things turned around, I guess.
Now, when you say you've attended class, did you end up, I know we mentioned maybe transferring to school by your dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
Did you end up staying at the school you've been going to, or did you transfer to the one by your dad's?
No, I stayed at the one.
Okay.
I talked to my dad about it, and he thought it'd be best for me to just finish up high school where I was. He didn't think that I needed to move. It's really not that far away. It's like 30 minutes away, maybe, not even. So he just thought I should stay there.
So, why don't you tell me a little bit about how school's going nowadays?
It's going. Still a little bit of a struggle to like be tempted to not skip class and stuff like that. But for the past 3 weeks, I've gone to every single class every day.
That's great.
Yeah.
Great progress.
But I mean, it's hard like seeing my friends and like know that they're like leaving school early, and like I'm not gonna do that, and like they ask me to, or they ask me to hang out after school, and I've been turning them down a lot. So it's just kind of hard to I don't really have many friends at school, so it's just kind of hard to, I don't know, go throughout your entire school day without really having anyone around you that like you can talk to. It's kind of weird, but.
Do you feel that you need to turn them down in order for you to stay like on the path that you're on right now?
Yeah, I feel like if I were to hang out with them again, I'd just like go back to doing drugs and drinking.
Now, is that because they would force you, or you would just be around that so you would feel like it's okay?
I think it would just be because I was around it. Like, they're not really like the forceful kind of people. I mean, they'll be like, you know, come skip class with us, like that kind of thing. But I mean, once I say no so many times, they, you know, they're like, all right, like, you know, they might make fun of me, but they let me do my thing. But I feel like if I were to give in and hang out with them, it wouldn't be good. So.
Well, it's good that you realize the things that you should stay away from.
It's really hard. Like, it's
I'm sure.
really, really hard. Especially since those are my friends. Like, it's not just like the drinking and the drugs and stuff. It's like I don't get to hang out with the people that I was friends with, even if they weren't the best influence. I still like, I don't have friends. I go to school and go home.
Have you ever thought about maybe rekindling with your